Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server where we post multiple updates a day. The server is growing rapidly, so if you want access to this, make sure to check out the memberships. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So let's look at what Cardano is doing. And yeah, it's just going sideways. I mean, this is not unexpected, and we are very close to the 0.6 month extension, as you can see. We'll see if we react to it or not. I mean, we reacted to it like 4 times already. Now we have not touched it yet, so maybe that's what Cardano wants to do right now. But if we start going up right now, and if we go up to like 90 cents and then we continue going down, I mean, that's just going to be sideways price action, so nothing's gonna change. Keep in mind, if we want to stay bullish, at least in the short term, then we should stay above 80.8 cents. If we drop below that level, we will most likely invalidate this 1-2 setup, which, to be honest, it's not the best looking 1-2 setup, so I would not be mad if that happened. And if we do that, it's likely that we get to about 72.7 cents next, which is the 0.382 extension of the first wave right here that happened like last month. And yeah, this would be a good target for the second wave move down. Now keep in mind, we already have an ABC move down, so the second wave could be complete, but to be able to confirm that, we need 5 waves up. Right now we don't have that. We only have a 1-2 setup, and the third wave, I mean, we don't have it. We are still in a downtrend, and the minimum target for the third wave is $1.30. We'll see if we get there or not. The first thing we need to do right now is we need to break out of this falling wedge pattern, and yeah, we need to do it soon. If we don't, it's likely we get another low because, you know, this is just going to continue going down, and yeah, we'll see if we manage to get above the trend line or not. So yeah, not much to say about this. I mean, it's just going sideways, so there's nothing too interesting happening, which means that I have to talk about something else today because I don't want to bore you to death. And in this video, I actually want to talk about the Ethereum monthly returns chart. Why is this important? Well, you will understand extremely soon. Well, actually, let me explain. So, for the altcoin season to start, we need Ethereum to go up. Ethereum cannot go down when Bitcoin dominance goes down. That's not how it works. So, I actually want to take a look at what Ethereum did in the previous couple of years to see if we can get an idea of what might happen next. And I actually want to compare what's happening this year, which is 2024, and which is a halving year, to what happened in 2016, which was also a halving year. So, 2016, as you can see, it also was not the best looking year. I mean, we only closed 3 green wicks this year. And as you can see, December was also red, just like 2024 is. And look at what happened after that. In January of 2017, which was the post-halving year, Ethereum went up like 32%, and then after that it went up like another 48%, and then another 200%, and then another 67%. You get the idea. So Ethereum pumped a lot in the post-halving year. Now let's continue with the other halving year. If you look at 2020 actually looked a lot better than 2016, because I mean 2016, I mean, this is just a mess. However, 2020 is a lot better, but 2020 does not look too similar to 2024 because in 2020 we actually closed a green wick on the Ethereum monthly returns chart in December. So this is not looking too similar to what's happening right now. However, if you look at what happened in the post-halving year, this is still important. I mean, in the post-halving year in January, Ethereum went up 78%, and look at that. It continued going up in February, in March, in April, and then it started going down in May. Now, why is this important? Well, as you can see, Ethereum always goes up a lot in the beginning of the year, and it especially goes up, and it goes up a lot if it's a post-halving year. As you can see, I mean, even in the bear markets, Ethereum usually goes up. Now, of course, this right here, I believe this is when Ethereum topped in 2018, so you cannot count this. 2019 was a bear market, 2020 was a halving year. As you can see, during that time, Ethereum went up like 40%. In the post-halving year, it went up 78%. Then we had a bear market, 27% down, of course. And then in 2023, we went up 32%, which, I mean, this was also a bear market. And even though it was a bear market, Ethereum went up. And now in 2024, we closed a red wick in January, but keep in mind this is only a 0.13% wick, so this could have been green, so yeah. So what do I want to tell you with this? Well, as you can see, Ethereum always goes up in January. No matter what year it is, well, it matters actually. If it's a bear market, it's not gonna go up. However, we are not in a bear market right now, which leads me to believe that next January is gonna be insane for Ethereum. And if it's gonna be an insane month for Ethereum, and if Ethereum goes up like let's say 30% in January, that would put it at a new all-time high, I think. Actually, let's check that out. So if we go up like 30%, that would put us at about $4,500. And that is almost at the previous all-time high. If we want to break the previous all-time high, we have to go up about 45%. Now, of course, if we want to start the altcoin season, we don't really have to get to the previous all-time highs. We should just start going up and Bitcoin dominance should start going down. That's how it works. But keep in mind, if we want Bitcoin dominance to go down, Ethereum needs to go up. And yeah, that's how it works. And when does Ethereum usually go up? It goes up in January of a post-halving year. And what do you know? We are very close to January of a post-halving year, and Bitcoin dominance is expected to go down in January very soon based on what happened in the previous two cycles. Let me explain why again. So here in the previous cycle we had a cross on the bull market support band after topping right here, and we did nothing for about 48 days. We tested the bull market support band many times, and 48 days after we had the cross, Bitcoin dominance started going down, and that triggered the altcoin season. And what do you know, during this time Ethereum was going up like crazy. Now let's continue. If we go look at the 2016 cycle, it's the exact same thing again. After a topping right here, we had a cross on the bull market support band. Bitcoin dominance was below the bull market support band. It went top during that time to test the bull market support band. It got rejected exactly 48 days after the cross, just like in 2020, and that triggered the altcoin season. And what do you know? During this time, Ethereum was going up. So I'm not saying that we will do the exact same thing in this cycle, but if we look at what we're doing right now, I mean, we just had a cross on the bull market support band after getting the top right here. We were below the bull market support band, we got above it, we got rejected multiple times, we are still fighting with it, and I think at some point we will just get rejected and that will be the beginning of the altcoin season. I don't think it's possible to get another cycle high on the Bitcoin dominance chart, but who knows? And I have not talked about Cardano too much in this video, so let me actually go back to the Cardano chart now. I'm sorry if I bored you to death, but we have to talk about these things. And Cardano is still doing what it did in the previous few years. I mean, it's going sideways in December. I've already talked about this as well. Cardano always goes down or sideways in December, so this should not surprise you. However, keep in mind, Cardano goes up a lot in January. So, for example, here in the post-halving year after 2020, which I mean was 2021, we went up like 126% in January after already going up like 100% up here. So yeah, things are definitely looking good and we're still on track. I don't think the bull market is nowhere near over. I already see some comments telling me that the bear market has started, and I mean, you are just wrong in my opinion, but you know, that's just my opinion, I guess. If you look at the daily RSI of Cardano, it's almost oversold. Well, not almost oversold, we are still not oversold, but if we go down to like 72 cents, that would make it oversold. And keep in mind, the last time we got to the oversold territory on the daily chart was when Cardano hit the second wave move down right here. And this was the low of the second wave move down. And look at what happened after that. The price just exploded to the upside. We went from 27 cents to about $1.35 or so in a matter of months. And this was only a 1-2 setup of the main third wave. Now imagine what will happen in the third wave of the third wave, which is always the most impulsive move of the cycle. Things are about to get insane, and I'm still expecting the third wave right here to break the previous all-time high, at least based on what happened in the previous cycle. So please, just look at the Ethereum monthly returns chart and keep in mind that Ethereum always goes up in January if it's not a bear market. Now, if we switch to the Bitcoin monthly returns chart, this is a bit weird because This year was not really supposed to close a red wick, but I guess we're closing a red wick in this year. We have not done this before. As you can see, in 2020, we went up like 47% in December, and in 2016, we went up like 30%. So the fact that we are actually closing a red wick in this year, it's weird, but we'll see what happens in January. We'll see if Bitcoin continues to go up in January or not. It's gonna be very interesting. If Bitcoin and Ethereum both started going up at the same time, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see what happens with the Bitcoin dominance chart. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our Discord server where we post multiple updates a day. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.